Hey, good morning. Yes, it is. It is Thursday morning, September 19th. So I thought today it's not going to be a long video because I got to get things ready, the truck cleaned out. We're going to a small engine repair shop auction. And you're seeing that more and more, especially the smaller mom and pops, because they can't compete. They're trying to compete on product, right? And parts. And they have to buy from their OEM manufacturers, right? If you're a specialized dealer. So it makes it hard for everybody. But the big story I thought today is because someone asked me, is what's going on with Briggs? Are they getting completely out of the lawnmower business? You didn't even know they were in the lawnmower business, did you? Stay tuned. Alrighty, welcome back. Yes, my name is Eric, and this is the weekday, Monday through Friday. Today is Thursday, the 19th of September, 2024. And today I'm talking about two things. Is one, what's up with Briggs? Okay, Briggs has been in the lawnmower business now for a while, alright? A lot of their growth, the big OEM companies, a lot of their growth was buying up other companies and their share of the outdoor power equipment field. And Briggs, for a long time, has owned Simplicity and Snapper. And you don't see hardly any Snappers anymore, but they were a good, durable push mower. And most of the Snappers I can remember had the rear engine, and you had like a go-kart basically, with a mower deck on it. And it's one of those deals with those mowers. It's either you love them or you hate them, right? And I never cared much for them, but they usually came with a Briggs and Stratton single-cylinder engine on the back, and most models were pull start, unless you had the extra bucks to get the luxury of electric start, right? But the less well-known one is Simplicity. Simplicity is more well-known of its brand, but less the connection it has with Briggs. And Briggs owns Simplicity. And what they've decided to do in the last 6 to 8 years, the market share has dropped with Simplicity and Snapper to the point of where I don't even see hardly any Snappers for sale. Simplicity was always quality in my book. They had a good brand, and they were doing very well before Briggs bought them up. But they were considered to be an investment machine, all right? And what do I mean by an investment machine? I mean, when you bought, even Snappers, when you bought a Simplicity, you bought something that would last the test of time. You weren't buying it for a couple of years' use. You were buying it for 10, 12, and I've seen them go second and third generation. And the thing is if they're that good a quality, they're going to cost money, right? And they did. And they still were in the price point. To get a decent Simplicity, you were looking at probably between 4 and the sky's the limit. Because a lot of these Simplicities that I see came with the bigger engines. It came with the attachments available if they didn't already have them when they bought them. Because a lot of dealers sold them as a year-round machine, right? You get the mower deck, you get the snow blower, or the mower deck and the push blade, or, there were a number of ways you could go with it, right? And a lot of times dealers would make package plans. So it was all in one price. Okay, so what's the big news? Well, the big news is it's already happened, is Briggs has discontinued the manufacturing of Simplicity and Snapper in the U.S. It's still going to do it for its overseas market because they haven't seen any issues over there. But see, what you probably didn't already know, or maybe you did, is that Briggs also owns Ferris. And Ferris dominated the market shares for the past few years. And they not only had dominated, but they've continued to climb in height, the people buying them, because Ferris is a quality machine, right? They're, to me anyways, they're better built. There's something you have to get used to, if you get the one with the seat in the back. But Briggs is concentrating on the zero turns when it comes to Ferris. We have a few customers that have Ferris zero turns, and they love them. And the thing with the Ferris zero turns, they come in 4 different models, right? So 4 different price points. They've got the cheapy, which, I always said, if you're going to sell a quality product, sell it. But don't hurt your brand by bringing in cheap crap. I know. John Deere with their Sabre made a killing over the years. And the Scott mowers for years. They were MTD stamped machines with John Deere thrown on the side, a sticker. It wasn't the big John Deere stickers like they were on the green machines, right? No. These were kind of a light greenish colored, almost to a yellow. And the John Deere sticker was a lot smaller. So what does that mean to you and I? Well, Briggs is going to continue for now anyways to keep the warranty, the service, the parts, the follow-up with dealers, all that in place for the U.S. market. There's going to be no change in the overseas market. If you want a machine that Briggs is head of for a lawn and garden, it's going to be a Ferris because that's where they're going to put their effort. And the company's changed hands, as far as leadership. So that not only comes with leadership, they'll come in and try to right the ship, as they say, because a lot of times these corporations are so big that they just keep feeding, a dead animal, and there's no sense in doing it. If nobody's buying Simplicity, nobody's buying Snapper, and the ones that are buying it aren't happy with the product, it's time to dump them. Overseas, they don't have hardly any competition for that business, and everybody loves them because the quality's still there. Last I knew, they were still manufacturing some in the North American plants here in Mexico, but they're going to kind of slow that down and speed it up over in the overseas markets and have manufactured there. So that means layoffs for those 2 brands. And Briggs has employed quite a few people. The end result is Briggs is trying to get slim down. They put on excess weight by carrying machines that aren't making money. They aren't. And they're trying to get in touch with the younger crowd that today is a throwaway generation. So they're not looking to invest 5, 6, and up thousands of dollars. They're looking for something just to mow the yard for a year or two, and they know it's not going to last. I mean, and they're bypassing dealers anyways. If they can get it online, that's what always bothered me when it came to whole goods, the big stuff, is you should buy that from your dealer so your dealer shows you how to use it. Well, you're going to pay a little bit more than you would online. I don't think these big companies should allow their dealers, or they'd have to be called dealers, to sell their whole goods online. I don't think it's a smart move, like with the Troy built pony, to be able to buy it and have it show up in a crate with instructions of how to put it together. You're getting that crate the same as any other dealer that handles MTD and, Troy built. So let me have your thoughts on that. Like I say, today I'm going to an auction, and I hope for the best for the current owner that is getting out. Somebody said retirement, others said just the market. The market right now sucks. I'll be honest with you. If you're a dealer and you have to go out and buy all your parts from your OEM distributors, you can't compete. We had a case just last week with one of our customers that need a new hydraulic pump for his Kubota. It's basically a glorified lawnmower. It's 404 drive unit, probably around 20 horse. And I went to Kubota, and it was $857 plus freight to get it here. So I jumped online and I checked, and I found it for $225 in an aftermarket. And they were peddling two different models. One was a cheaper one, but wasn't the right, because it came in two different ways. You either had the bolts, the 4 bolts that held on the hydraulic lines, or you had the one big threaded bolt that went in and locked everything in. We needed the one where the big bolt locked everything in, okay? And that was a little bit more money. What Claude had told the owner, because they had stopped and saw the issue with the hydraulic pump, that he was looking at, between $400 and $500. Well, he come in looking for a fight the next morning, and he's like, "Did you order that hydraulic pump yet?" I said, "Yeah." "How much did you pay for that thing?" I said, "Well, without looking, I'd say, $3 to $380 ballpark on it." And he said, "Well, I can get it on eBay for $268. I want you to cancel the order or send it back to wherever you got it. And if I need be, I'll order the pump." I said, "Well, hold on, let me just check." So it ended up, I had bought it for $225, plus they tax you, even if it's not worth trying to explain to eBay that you're a dealer. I mean, there's just so much paperwork to go through. So we just passed that on to the customer. So I said, "You're looking at $268. I bought it for $225. Came out at $243 with taxes on it. And we normally mark it up 10 to 20%. So it's in that range of what you want." He said, "No, that's perfect." He said, "Thanks, Eric." He said, "I appreciate it." See, customers are checking on prices. And had I ordered the brand new one from Kubota for $857, this customer would not want me to put it on his machine. He would want me to send it back. And a lot of parts you can't send back. I'm telling you right now, unless you're buying on eBay or Amazon, a lot of your distributors don't want it back once they cleared it out of their thing. And a lot of them, I'll be honest with you, if you're a dealer for Kubota and you order that in and then the customer changes their mind, yeah, you can return it, but it's usually at a 10 to 20% loss, right? Restocking fee is what they call it. So on that note, let me know what you think about Briggs and their new market. It's not their new market. They've had Ferris now for a while, but what they're doing. And what are you seeing in small engine repair shops in your area? They're getting fewer and fewer, but what I'm seeing is a lot of mom and pops. It's not just small engine repair, it's across the board. Have finally decided, to hang it up. They can't wait another year, to see growth. So on that note, you guys have a great Thursday, and I'll probably do what went on at the auction today, tomorrow morning, if you'd like to hear how it went and the deals and stuff and the not so good deals. On that note, you guys have a great Thursday, and we'll catch you here bright and early tomorrow morning. Again, thanks so much for watching and supporting the channel.